Hi, I'm Elaina de Monaco. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a freelance director and producer in Philadelphia and a teaching artist at the Wilma. So today I'll be teaching you how to make a vision board. And we'll start off by saying, what is a vision board? So for me as a director, this is a tool that I use when I'm in pre-production. So before I've started rehearsals, when I'm sort of gathering my designers, casting my show, and it's my way of sort of clarifying the way that I imagine my production, the way I imagine looking or feeling, the tone, the mood, and it's a great visual tool. Materials, so magazines, scissors, pen and marker, poster board. That's all I'm gonna be using today. I'm gonna be cutting and pasting mine, maybe like doing some writing of some text, etc. And that's all you need to get started on this version of a vision board. Today, I'll be showing you how to make an expectations versus reality board. I'm going to be doing mine as a director based on like the big picture of a play, but a vision board can also be from one character's perspective. It can be only about the clothing, only about the lighting. So you should do what is going to work best for you. So I'm going to offer you a couple of prompts to think about as you imagine your vision board, and you can sort of take and leave what works for you. So my first prompt would be to think about the mood and the tone of your piece. So that can be following your character's arc and what their shifts are. For me, it's about how I want the space to feel when the audience walks in and how I want the space to shift and the mood to shift throughout the piece. My next offering to you would be, what are you most excited about in the play? So for a character, it can be like the crux or climax of this moment or just a quality that you want to bring to them. So my next offering is my favorite actually, and it's what about this play or character or piece scares you the most? I, as a director, tend to procrastinate on my scariest moment in the play that I don't know what I'm going to do with or that I haven't fully envisioned. And so I'm going to encourage you to find that inside of yourself and really force yourself to think about it and make some choices, because you don't know if you're wrong until you've tried something. And I'm working as an artist to sort of tackle those moments with tenacity instead of run away from them. So my next prompt would be to think about the aspects of your character or world that are the most unique. So I like to think of that as the extremes of my character or the extremes of my space. So you can kind of think about the contrast, which will help you fill in the arc. So my last suggestion would be to sort of acknowledge inside of yourself that you don't know everything and that you don't have all the answers. And that's really important, because even when you start your process, you want to remain open to change, to this thing that you were sure is going to work not working and you having to rethink it and recalibrate. So when you're looking through your images or scrolling online, just really trust yourself about what inspires you, because even if it doesn't end up working, it will be important for this moment in how you're processing your play or your piece. So now your floor should look something like this once you've cut everything out. And now it's time to look at what you've got and start laying it out. Okay, so now I have a blank paper, and then this is a lot of my materials that are spread out. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start laying it out. So when you're making your board, I recommend laying it out before you glue things, which can sort of allow you to adjust accordingly. My play starts with two characters that are going on a retreat in the woods to reconnect as a couple. And so they're expecting to have a really low-key, peaceful, meditative, happy experience. So I tried to use a lot of nature-inspired images and like light colors. I also found some like pictures of people that sort of made me think of these characters, as well as some text that inspired me when I thought about the world. So this is what they think they're arriving into. This is the other side of my board. So once they arrive at this new age retreat, my characters realize that they're actually entering some kind of weird culty religious space. and they are a little bit in danger, very intimidated by the people, and also there's a spiritual belief that's happening in this space that does not line up with theirs, and they want to get out immediately. So as I said, mine is an expectations versus reality board, but there are so many ways to think about this. You can just have one that's about your character, about the setting, about the tone, and I want you to not feel limited and really just go with what inspires you in the moment. If you want to make yours on Instagram and a saved list, make a playlist. You want to draw the whole entire thing, get wild, do it. Thank you so much for following along. I hope you decide to make your own vision board. If you do, please share and tag with Wilma Education and the hashtags Wilma Virtual Studio and Wilma Home Theater. You're welcome to follow me. My Instagram handle is there, and I would love for you to tag me in your videos so I can see your vision boards. Bye, y'all. Happy quarantine.